Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 20 of the Squadron Shootout Season 2 tournament. This episode, we've got the 219th Naval Battalion facing off against Force H. This is another loser's bracket match, so the loser here will be going home. Next week, on Monday, we will be going back into the winner's bracket for some battles, but for now, let's get those shells flying, see who's going home and who continues on. Just a whole bunch of cannons flying back and forth for this one to start with. Forward into dawn under some heavy fire. Looks like the 219's fire is a bit split. Some shots are heading for the light cruiser, some are going for the battle cruiser. So far, Force H hasn't taken any damage, and 219th Legion is down to 92.5%. Oh, the Rocket Hog, ooh, must have lost something important. Yeah, it looks like its tail is damaged. It's no longer quite able to fly properly. Those flak shells from the light cruiser of Force H doing some work. Yeah, wow. Force H is literally at 100% HP still. What is going on? Are they just all the shots missing? And it doesn't really look like 219th Legion's, the 219th Naval Battalion shells are really getting there. Oh, there's some damage. The light cruiser and the battle cruiser have both taken some minor damage at this point. But the forward onto dawn is down to 78% HP. Oh wow, it's had all of its guns stripped off. And there we have why there isn't a lot of DPS going back towards Force H. Because I mean, what's a cargo ship and a light cruiser gonna do? You've got the destroyer as well, but I don't think that oh yeah, it does have torpedoes, but doesn't look like they're actually launching. They're not aiming anyway. Maybe they're too far. They don't have that kind of range. But yeah, Force H back up to 100% HP. Just getting absolutely... 219th is just getting absolutely obliterated right now. And while 219th has a lot of materials, I don't remember them having very much in the way of repair bots. Like, they have some, but not a huge amount. Looks like the destroyer over here was under fire from some flak shells from the opposing light cruiser. Oh, looks like the battle cruiser is also targeting it. I believe this is what's left of the light cruiser here. And then the cargo ship sitting in the back, doing its thing. But the forward onto dawn losing so many of its weapons so quickly was definitely a deciding factor in this match. Force H is just ripping 219th a new one. Oh, there's a torpedo launch from the destroyer. Where'd that torpedo go? I saw it. Did it get destroyed by the flak impacting the destroyer? I saw it launch, but then it just kind of disappeared. Unless it was going way faster than I was expecting. So is that a fixed torpedo launcher? Yep. I'm not sure. Whatever the case, the forward onto dawn, I just noticed, is too damaged And despawning. The King Edward handily defeating that ship. It has now set its sights on the cargo ship. Oh. Oh wow, that was an over penetration. I mean, it's surprising that a battleship's guns would over penetrate a cargo ship, but oh, and now the destroyer, the Hellfire class destroyer, is AI dead. The light cruiser has no guns left on it. And the cargo ship doesn't have any weapons that are really effective. Oh, well, good job. The King Edward got itself disqualified. It sailed too far out and couldn't turn around, or didn't turn around in time, and now it is DQ'd. I mean, that's fine. There's not really anything left on the 219th Naval Battalion that can do much of anything. I was just considering calling the match in favor of Force H here, and then I noticed the battleship exploding in the distance. Because yeah, this light cruiser, I don't know if its guns would be effective against a battle cruiser, even if it still had them, but it doesn't. And the cargo ship's guns are certainly not going to do anything to a battle cruiser. But you know what? I'll let it run for a little bit longer. Actually, you know what? No, that the light cruisers, it's over. Force H has won this. There's, barring some crazy, wacky disqualification shenanigans, 219th Naval Battalion has zero chance of winning this. It's like this cargo ship is not going to live long while under fire from a battle cruiser. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get this restarted. Get round 2 here underway. See if maybe Force H has 219th's number, or maybe it just got lucky and landed a couple of really critical shots early on the forward onto Dawn. Whatever the case is, we're gonna find out. Get round 2 underway. This battleship just dunks its shells into the water as soon as the match starts. It's like, man, have some patience. Aim, then fire. Forward onto Dawn, down to 96% already. Oh, and there goes another 5% chunk of HP, down to 90%. It does not fare well under bombardment from the opposing battleship, it seems. Oh, just look at all those turrets that have fallen off already. Most of the guns on the forward onto Dawn aren't even trying to fire at this point. Perhaps still too far out. Oof. Oh, that was a straight shot to that turret. It's gone now. I mean, it was just a secondary gun, but... And the Rocket Hog's up there taking flak shots. Been knocked... It's lost control and gone too high in the sky. Probably going to get itself disqualified. Oh, massive explosion on the Firewall cruiser, or light cruiser there. And lifted up into the air. But yeah, I think the forward onto Dawn's the only one that's got weapons that can actually do anything to a battleship or a battle cruiser. So I think the Firewall the light cruiser here only fires flak shells, which, I mean, you really expect flak to do anything to a battleship? Make the deck really unpleasant to stand on, but yeah, this looks like it is pretty much going the exact same way as round 1 so far. The forward onto Dawn has been badly damaged quite quickly. But most of that damage, honestly, was just stripping the guns off of the deck. I mean, there are some pretty sizable holes in the hull as well in places, but I mean, really, it's just most of the HP lost on the forward onto Dawn is just from its guns. Oh, jeez. Talk about making the deck an unpleasant place to stand. Just explosions, flak, and fragments everywhere. You would be dead in seconds. And yet this guy, still here. Oh. Ow. Ow. Sorry, dude. How does that keep happening? Oh, jeez. Just wow. But yeah, this is looking like another blowout. The 219th is down to under 70% HP, while Force H is at 100%. I think this light cruiser from Force H, yeah, it also fires flak shells, which not terribly effective against other ships, but killed the rocket hog, which, I mean, that's kind of its purpose, anti-aircraft. Forward onto Dawn is like one volley away from being 2 damaged and despawning, and there it is. And again, the King Edward here, I think it was, yeah, the King Edward, is not in a very good position. Like, it's pointing away from the battle. It may end up getting itself disqualified again, but it doesn't really matter. Bombarding the destroyer. This is like an almost exact replay of the first round. Oh, we've got some torpedoes in the water. That's a little torpedo. It's a little bitty guy. Bonk. Oh, did it? It missed. It went under the keel. It went under the battlecruiser. Well then. That's a fairly ineffective torpedo. Unless, is it going for the light cruiser? It might have been targeting the light cruiser, and that's why it did that. Oh, excuse me. Oh. That came out of nowhere. Okay, sorry about that. Had a couple follow-up sneezes there I had to mute for. And there we go. The destroyer for the 219th is AI dead. The light cruiser is very low on HP. Oh, but the King Edward is about to get disqualified again. Oh, did it bring itself about enough? Is it considered approaching the cargo ship? It may have actually avoided getting disqualified this time. Yay! And there, the firewall is 2 damaged. Actually, it might just be close enough to the cargo ship at this point. Whatever the reason, Force H still has most of his materials, is at very high life, and all that's left is this poor little cargo ship. Oh, this is just this is just mean. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the battle, folks. Force H has won an extremely dominant victory here. Oh, I see the battle cruiser is now getting DQ time, but I don't think it's going to get disqualified before this cargo ship dies. So yeah, it's 2 damage. So yeah, Force H is victorious here. They will be moving on to the next round. 219th Naval Battalion has been eliminated. And I guess the curse is still active. I feel bad for that little green guy. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.